Hello my gorgeous cuties out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the newest makeup releases and let you know what I want to purchase, pass, and just my overall thoughts on the newest releases. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. So if those are things you like to watch, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. With that being said, let's get into this video. It has been a while since I last filmed one of these. I think maybe it's been 2 weeks or 3 weeks, something like that. But I don't like filming these every week. I like to wait for things to accumulate and a lot of releases to come out and then talk about them on one go. So I think I'm going to do this like every other week. At least that's the goal here. But anyways, I want to get into all the releases. I will link all the sites that I use to get my information in case you're curious where I'm getting all this info from. I will also link all the releases I mentioned, release dates, all the info will always be in the description below in case you're ever wondering. But before I do get into the releases, if I happen to dislike something you are excited about or vice versa, please don't take it to heart. We all can have different opinions and still be friends. So the first one that I wanted to mention, which I almost wanted to purchase, but I am going back to this low buy. I promised myself after all that crazy shopping I did and all these palettes are coming in, I'm like, I can't even keep up with the new stuff I bought. And that's a sign I just overdid it the beginning of this year. So a lot of these things, or pretty much most of these things, I'm probably going to pass on. But this is the Danessa Myricks new Yummy Skin Collection. So this is already available on Sephora's website, but there was a Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. It had 26 shades, medium to buildable coverage. It's $34, and this has a refillable pack. So if you use it up, you can get a refill for $24. So I guess you're trying to be more environmentally conscious that way. And it's supposed to have nourishing oils in it and be just so juicy and yummy on the skin. Now, of course, this is not geared to my skin type. I have a very oily skin type and I usually go for things that are matte. But every now and then I like to look a little dewy and a little scrumptious, especially during the winter time when my skin is a little drier. So I was intrigued. But then I was like, no, we are about to go into summer and I'm going to look like a hot mess if I wear something that is radiant and creamy and hydrating like this. I'm just gonna look like an oil slick. So I was like, no, pass on it, even though I'm curious. And then there was this palette. And at first I was gonna purchase it. I even put it in the cart. I was about to hit submit. And then I said, no. How many palettes have I already reviewed? And how many palettes do I still have on the way? Which is a lot. So this is from Cozzette Beauty. This looks so beautiful. It's called the Crystal Cream Eyeshadow Palette. So these are cream shades. I didn't even realize that, but there's 8 shades. They're metal, brilliant textures, creamy formula, long wearing, malleable, and buildable. So these are creams. But these shades look so beautiful. And this is going for $46.99. It is available on their website. I don't know anything about this brand. I heard it's like a professional makeup brand, but these colors are everything. There's greens, purples, some more neutral shades, and I almost got this. I'll probably watch reviews on it to see what people think of it. Maybe in the future I'll get it when I've slowed down on the palettes and reviews that I have to do and check it out. But this looks so beautiful, and I think it's only available on their website. So yes, maybe one day that will be mine. And then going on to Too Faced. Okay, new palette, same thing. So this is the Born This Way Sunset Strip palette. Doesn't this look like all their other palettes? I don't get it. They come out with the same thing over and over and just different packaging, different setups. But this is a neutral, basic B kind of palette. And I like neutrals and I do play with neutrals, but I don't want a palette that looks like all their other palettes, especially if you're a person who buys a lot of Too Faced. Would you want this? Because I'm sure you have 10 versions of this already if you're someone who buys from Too Faced regularly. And I already have a bunch of amazing neutral palettes, so I don't need something like this, but I just wish Too Faced would come out with more interesting things. I know that their market and their customers like more neutral makeup, but sometimes give us something different. All your like loyal fans probably already have this in a palette. Maybe they want something else from you. That is just my opinion on this. But this is already available on Nordstrom's website and it's $52. It looks like Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with the Pillow Talk Dreams Eyeshadow Quad and Pillow Talk Multi Glow Highlighter. I'm not sure how many things she'll keep releasing in the whole Pillow Talk range. I think it's getting like pretty redundant at this point. Basically like Too Faced. Like how many Pillow Talk things can you bring out? Like pinky, shimmery stuff. And then the eyeshadow quad, like really? That's $55.28 for 2 mattes and 2 metallics that are just so basic that you can find in so many palettes. Now I know that there's like die-hard Charlotte Tilbury fans, but $55 for 4 shadows just seem ridiculous for me. And then to be in like shades that are so basic that you can find in so many other palettes, like give me something unique for $55 if I'm only gonna get 4 shades. I want them to be amazing. But of course, that's my preference. I would never spend that much money on 4 shadows that look like any other palette could come out with. But this is available at Sephora France. Wonder why they chose France. Maybe these products fit like the trends in France more than it does here. Then there's also these from Huda Beauty. She is coming out with creamy cheek tints, cheeky tint blush sticks. So there's 5 shades. So this is for all skin types and tones. Buildable, moisturizing, melts into the skin, glides onto skin, blends seamlessly, dewy, juicy glow. Okay, so I like cream blushes, I like stick blushes, but I don't like them having a dewy finish. I do not want my cheeks to feel sticky, and usually I feel like dewy products like that don't dry down. That's what gives the dewy effect. And I'm like, I don't want like fly paper trap on my face, you know, like I just don't want my hair sticking to me, and I'm already naturally able to get dewy on my own. I don't want a product to already be dewy. That would probably be like such a hot mess on my cheeks once the oils come through. But I know that there are a lot of people that like dewy products. If you have dry skin, you want it to be dewy because it's usually more moisturizing. But I need stuff to dry down to a matte finish, and I don't think these will. I don't know. I'll have to watch reviews. Maybe they do dry down and just have a glow to them. But when I hear dewy, that just makes me really concerned. Like, this is not gonna work for me. I'm very excited by this. I almost purchased this, but I was like, you know what? Let me hold off and take a break from spending. But Game Beauty came out with new highlighters, and I really wanted to pick these up. They all have like different color shifts to them, but it's called the Elemental Pearl Highlighters. There's 5 shades. Looks like one has like a green shift, a violet shift, a reddy shift, more of a golden, blue, green. I mean, they look really beautiful, and the swatches I've seen people do on Instagram, they look stunning. They're $18 each. They're already available, and I feel like maybe eventually I'll pick this up. Maybe if they come out with like a new palette that I'm interested in, I'll throw this in the cart, but I just was like, I'm not gonna go to their website just to buy a highlighter when I have so many highlighters, and I have highlighters like this from like Kaleidos and other brands, but they look beautiful, and I'm sure they're like gorgeous, and I really like Game Beauty, and I love that they are like expanding their range from just eyeshadows. They did brushes, now they're doing highlighters. So exciting to see a brand grow. Then of course Colourpop, they came out with some stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of releases, but this is the one that I wanted to mention. They came out with the Limelight collection, and does this not look exactly like the Tinkerbell palette? I mean, there's some shades that are different. It's more green. It doesn't have like those darker tealy shades, but it looks like their Tinkerbell collection. And I was going on their website because I just did a video about like spring palettes, and I was like, oh, I think this is still available, and I was talking about the Tinkerbell palette, and then I went on their website and it was gone. So then I was like, okay, maybe it like got discontinued or sold out and they're not bringing it back. And then they decided to come out with the same palette but like a different collection and maybe change a few shades. So I feel like I already have this a million times over, but I feel like that happens with most Colourpop collections. Like, there hasn't been a lot of things that really pique my interest, and it's been a while. I think the last time I wanted something from Colourpop was when they came out with the Lush Life palette, and after that there hasn't been anything, because they're another brand that comes out with so much that they end up duping themselves over and over, and I feel like they're doing this with this palette as well. But hey, if you're looking for a palette with a lot of limey green shades, this will probably be beautiful. Okay, so it looks like Wu Beauty also came out with some new palettes. They're like little mini 9-pan palettes. It looks like they came out with one that's like pastel, which is perfect for the springtime that we're going into. Looks like one's all mattes, and then one is like a neutral palette with mattes and shimmers. These are $15 each. It says they're available now. These are called the Floral Palettes, which only one of them looks like a floral palette to me. But one's called Euphoria Sanguro, is that how you say it? And Matte Suede. I don't know anything about Wu, but they are, from what I've seen, a more affordable brand. And don't they sell Wu in Target or somewhere like that? I thought they sold it in one of those department stores. But this looks cute if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable, a little bit more curated, especially like a pastel palette. I don't know anything about the formula, if it's good, but they're cute, they're simple, they're basic. Then another release that came out that I really was intrigued by and was like, I want to get this, but I had to talk myself out of this. This hasn't released yet, but this is from Give Me Glow. It's their Two Moods eyeshadow palette. It has 16 shades, so it's the biggest palette that I've ever done, 12 mattes and 4 shimmers. And it has 2 different sides to it. So one is like more deeper berry mauve shades, and then the other side is like lighter peachy tones. I think this looks beautiful, but then when I thought about it, I know I have several palettes that have all these kind of shades, but it does look beautiful, and I'm sure I would have gotten a lot of use out of it because they look stunning, but I know I don't need this. Realistically, I have this many times over, and I have some of the other Give Me a Glow palettes that have like mauve tones and stuff like this. So I know I don't need it, but it looks beautiful. Oh my gosh, right now my cat is sleeping in front of my door. It's closed and he's just knocked out over there. It's so cute. It got distracted. I love that guy. Like every time I'm filming, he has to be in this room. Like that door cannot be shut. He will cry outside of it. So he is just living his best little chubby life in front of my door right now. But what else looks intriguing that piqued my interest? There are new cream blushes from Mora Cosmetics, which is a more affordable brand. These look so beautiful. It's called the Loveheat Cream Blushes. It says it's a lightweight buildable cream formula that melts and blends with ease. It has coconut oil, aloe vera extract, and this one is also a natural dewy flush finish. Yet again, I am not a fan of dewy blushes because they usually mean that they're not gonna like dry down. I might be wrong. They look beautiful and they're only $8.50 each. But if you're looking for like dewy blushes that are affordable, I think they'll probably be a good option. I'm curious about that. I mean, if you're not wanting to pay the price for like the Huda stick ones that are $25, you have an option that's $8.50. I mean, I would go with that option first. I mean, that's just me. I like to go more affordable if I can. It looks like iHeart Revolution is coming out with another release. Is it shocking? Are we surprised? No, we're not. But this is with Dr. Seuss. I feel like they're just gonna collab with like every Disney, every cartoon, every cereal, every food product, everything. They're gonna collab with everything at this point. But I mean, it looks kind of cute. I would say the packaging is not my favorite, but it makes sense. It's Dr. Seuss. But the little palettes don't look terrible. And I don't know, who am I? I mean, what are these ones with the little strips in it? Are those highlighters? I have no idea what those are. There's palettes. There's lip glosses. Crayons. Thing 1, Thing 2 blush set. I'm not sure what the ones that have like the little thin strips are. Maybe those are the blushes. It doesn't look terrible. Like the actual shades in there, like there's one that looks really fall-like. Green Eggs and Ham. Okay. I feel like they kind of caught the vibe pretty well, at least in my opinion, for Dr. Seuss. Now, I'm not a person who's like into Dr. Seuss or Makeup Revolution enough to actually pick this up, but it's not the worst collection I've seen from them. And normally I like go in on their releases. I'm like, this is horrible, terrible, but I think they did okay. So Pat McGrath is also coming out with another Bridgerton collection. So this is going to be round 2. They have a palette in this collection called Belle of the Ball. It's the same setup as the first one, $65, 6 shades. And to me, this palette looks very similar to the one from before. So I have the one from before. Like, there's a pink shade that looks like this in that palette. There's a shade that kind of looks like this. Then it has like a pinky, like light shimmer that looks like one in that palette, and a blue one. So I thought that was weird. I feel like maybe there's only 2 shades that are different. So I'm not sure why they made it look so similar, and it may not be that similar maybe in person or something, but looking at the photo, it seems like the same palette with just a few different shades and like different like outer packaging, like a pink packaging on the outer side. So that's kind of confusing that they made it so similar. And then they also have a Blushing Delight face palette, which I'm intrigued by because I really do like Pat McGrath's face products. Like, all their blushes and highlighters I've tried have been amazing. But I don't like this packaging. It seems really bulky and just so much open space. I'm not sure why they didn't do it like how the blush trios are in that more slimmer packaging, and then they could have used the similar like artwork on the outside of that. I'm not sure why it had to be round like that and all that like dead space. I just think like the packaging on it looks cheap. Like, I thought the packaging on here looked cheap for this collection. So they also did come out with 2 diamond body shimmers, and they're like in those little case with like the little puff and stuff. It's a goldy one and a pinky one. I'm not a body shimmer person, so this is not like something that appealed to me, but they're $52 each. Whew, that's pricey for a body shimmer. Now, of course, Pat McGrath is a more expensive brand. They're also coming out with a kohl eyeliner for $28, and then 7 satin allure lipsticks. So the lipsticks look appealing. I think the packaging is cute with the little bow, some are blue, some are pink. They're like nudie and mauve shades. I could get down with these lip products. And the lip product that I have tried from Pat McGrath, I thought was really nice. So the lip products and the face palette are the things that intrigue me the most. I'm not sure if I'll actually end up picking those products, but I know for sure I wouldn't get the palette. Overall, I'm pretty underwhelmed by Pat McGrath's eyeshadows. I feel like they're overpriced, and I'm not getting anything more special than I can get from other brands. So for now, I think I'm gonna hold off. Then LYS is extending their Satin Matte Cream Blush range. I love these cream blushes. They do dry down to a true matte finish. They're long wearing and they're just gorgeous. They're only $16 each, and they came out with more shades. They're also coming out with 2 more shades in the Triple Fix setting powder range. I think they already have those, right? They're coming out with a faithful shade and an independent shade. So I love that they're like expanding their range of like their loved products that, you know, people are crazy about. Then Kai Lab is coming out with 2 new eyeshadow palettes, and I want to pick up one of these, and I haven't bought anything new from them in a while. I'm thinking about getting the bigger palette, which is called the Art Nouveau palette, which is going to go for $42. And then they have the Daydream Paint palette, which is going for $48, but that one has less shades in it and it's more pricey, but it is a collab with the Sunshine the Bee, and it's going to be limited edition, so maybe because it's a collab they had to make it more expensive. But it's weird because it only has 8 shadows and the other palette has 16, and it's $6 each. But it is smaller pans. Maybe it's like close to the same amount of shadows, but they both look beautiful. It looks like you can get early access if you sign up for notifications on their website on March 22nd at 2 p.m. And then it says general access will be March 24th at 2 p.m. So I'm thinking about it. They both look really pretty, but the bigger palette intrigues me more than the smaller one, even though the smaller one looks perfect for like the springtime. But those are coming out. I'm excited to see that they're coming out with new products. And then Menagerie is also coming out with a new collection, which I'm intrigued in, but I'm worried that it's going to be hard to get my hands on this because their stuff sells out super fast. I know that they're expanding and moving into a new space, and hopefully that will mean like they'll have more products in stock and be able to like produce more. But usually like on first go, like within minutes, their like new collections sell out. It's so hard to get their stuff. But this is going to be the new Sugar High collection, which looks pretty just on the little packaging. It looks like it's going to be colorful and like fruity inspired because it has like fruits on the packaging, which I'm a sucker for fruit print. This is going to come out April 9th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And when they release this new collection, they're also going to be restocking a lot of their palettes, so liquid lipsticks and body whips. So I'll be there. I think I want this. I like the stuff I've tried from Menagerie, and maybe I'll get a chance to actually pick this up on the first release. If not, it's okay. I don't need another palette, but I am very intrigued by how this looks. And I think they're like a really cool brand, and I've liked the things that I have tried. So 2 more releases I want to mention before I wrap this up. Joel Beauty is coming out with soft powder blushes in 4 different shades. So these are powders instead of creams. Finally, a blush that's not a cream. And this is available now on Joel Beauty's website as well as CVS. These are $6.99 each. And Joel Beauty is a very affordable brand. I think they're like K-beauty inspired brand, and I've heard good things about a lot of their products. So if you're looking for something more affordable that you can get from the drugstore and blushes, these actually look beautiful. The range in this looks kind of similar to some of the shades in the Buxom Wonderlust blushes, and they kind of look like they have somewhat of a sheen. I might be crazy, but they look pretty. So maybe if you're looking for like shades that came in that Buxom range but something that's more affordable, these might be it. I'm curious about it. If I see it in the store, I could see myself picking up one. And then the last thing I want to mention, which I am kind of intrigued by, this is from IT Cosmetics. This is their CC Plus Nude Glow Foundation. It has 22 shades. This is a lightweight, medium coverage with SPF 40. It's $42, and it's available now, which I think on their website for pre-order. This looks beautiful. This is a skin tint, and it has brightening glow serum in it. And I really do like IT Cosmetics, and I love their matte version of their CC cream. I like their Bye Bye foundation. And I know I don't need a glowy foundation though, especially when we're going into summer. But the fact that it's going to be like lightweight and glowy and make you look all healthy and natural and have SPF 40 is like pulling me in. Even though I don't need it, it probably wouldn't do good on my oily skin. I think I'm going to have to watch reviews on this because I've just gotten really into skin tints, even though I know I don't need any more skin tints. But I'm on the fence. I might end up getting it, I might not. If you see it on my channel, then of course I ended up picking it up. But those are all the releases that really stuck out to me, that seemed very intriguing and that I wanted to give you guys my opinions about. But you guys will have to let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on these releases? Are you picking up anything? Like, what release are you excited about? If you are picking up something, I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video and you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have all the releases linked, where you can find them, launch dates, all the info, as well as the makeup I'm wearing, as well as other videos and release videos I have done if you want to check them out. I will also have my contact and social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty if you want to check me out over there. I've been posting really regularly and been pretty good on my Instagram, so if you want to join that fam as well, I would really, really love that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here, for watching this video and supporting my channel. I really appreciate all of y'all, but I hope you guys are all doing well wherever you are in the world, and I'm just sending you all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.